Hello, everybody. My name is Tarek, and today we're gonna go back to the mix that we were dealing with this month, or actually, it led to February now. We've been dealing with this since January. So we're gonna go back to this mix, and then we'll try to finish as much of it as possible today with the 3 hours that we're gonna stream. Hopefully we'll reach up to like either late automations or even mastering signal, mastering chain. But yeah, so we'll see where we go. We get from there. Let me pull Cubase up, and we'll get right into it. Fantastic. So I haven't touched the song since we left it. So it's been the same since the last time we left it. So what we're gonna do, just gonna listen to it, see where we are. Notice that the orchestration master and the production master are at 0. So we are probably not gonna hear any of that until we start gain staging it. But yeah, we'll start listening to it. Let me just open all of these. We don't need that last one. All right, let's see where we are. I think, by the way, because we're only working with the band, I think it's worth it just to start from here. Okay, I think it sounds good so far. There are obviously a few things that I've noticed that needs a little bit of looking into. So I think the hi-hats level is good, but the overheads level is a little bit quiet. First, I just want to add a little bit of an attack to the overheads, because most of them, except the ride section, most of them are just accent hits. So I was using this one, but I'm just gonna use SPL. There's also Transify, which will be good because that's a multi-band one, or Spiff. But let's just go with SPL. All right, let's see. One second. I'm gonna try to go to see a section where it's more overheads playing and something other than the ride. So for example, here, what's this? This is ride. What's here? Ride again. That's hi-hat. Ride again. So it seems like the entire song. What's this? This is low tone, crash cymbal. So this, for example. I'm not sure why this one's doing. Let me go to Transify. Here we go. All right, let's just go back to this section right here. No, not here. It's adding a little bit. Yeah, it's adding the attack I want. So that was one thing. I mean, as we hear the song again, we'll see if we, especially when we add the orchestra, we'll see if the overheads needs adjusting. I just want the accents and the accent hits between the overheads, because it's a little bit of a musical part with this song when the overheads, like here. Yeah, so what I can also do is that this, just because it's more accenty, I'm just gonna increase the velocity just a slight bit. So with crash cymbal 1, ride is okay. China, is there any China? China, I'm gonna make it hard. And crash cymbal 2, also let's increase it just a little bit. So let's see. Okay, let's go to actual superior drummer and just adjust the volume of the China. China is one of the cymbals that I really like, and can easily get buried in the mix. So for some reason I've reduced it here. Let's bring it back to the regular level. Yeah, so that level is actually perfect. Fantastic. So because of that, let me just save the preset again. Okay, just in case I use it in the future, it comes with the China with the correct volume. So let's see here. That's cool. Normally, to be honest with you, when I use Superior Drummer, I get the ride as a separate out, and I mix the ride separately. And I think I can do that if I want to. So if I go to the drums here, I go to the mixer, and I go, because we clicked show all channels, I think it will show literally every single one. So let's see what we've got here. Interesting, it actually didn't. But there was a way to do it. Like from... here. Something from here. You can actually, like, if you want to, you can set up, you can mic it and set one of the buses or add a channel. Like if you go to here, I forgot really how to do it, but I think if you go here and you go to, we've got symbols, velocity, MIDI mapping, and then where was the mic? There's the mic. Route instrument microphones. Boom. Yeah, and then from here, like there is a way where you can actually give the ride its own channel, or give anything its own channel, to be honest with you. But because I'm not really fussed about this, I'm gonna let it go. But if I was as like picky about this as I was picky when we had the snare problem, I would have sat down and tried to figure it out. Just like if you remember, we wasted like 20 minutes 2 streams ago or 3 streams ago when we had the snare problem, and then at the end we figured it out. So yeah, right, so let's see what we're gonna do next. So this is where the mix stand at the moment. I think I'm gonna finish the drums and then go to, or I'm gonna finish the individual segments. Like right now we finished the drums individually, and then we're gonna see bass. We've done that individually. Guitar, I think it's just the groups when it comes to the guitar. So yeah, but I've just noticed something. I want to hear this reverb. You need to be careful with reverbs. You don't want to have them too loud, otherwise they will take some of the power of the drums. Okay, but with that being said, let's go ahead and do some guitar, and then we'll get back to the drums. We can do it the other way. We can actually finish the drums in its entirety and then do the guitar. Actually, let's be neat and do that. So as you remember from last stream, we were summoning presets from my previous song just to kind of like to try to speed it up. So this song, this is the song that we want to summon presets from, and we want to look for drum group, drum master group. That's the one. And it loaded with these three effects. It seems like we had these three on the last track. So let's hear them one by one. First, this is a bus glue for drums. I think I'll keep this on tight as well, because this song is, you know, it has a little bit of fast sections in it, and it's not like a rock, like it is a rock song, but it's a fast rock song, right? I think tight would be good, especially there's like a double kick section, there's like fast hi-hats, there's like relatively fast snare, and drum rolls and all of that stuff, which is like there's a lot of metal elements in it. Let me just put this here so you can see it. Okay, so what we need to aim to, let me put this back at 0. We need to aim to get 3 dB of reduction while maintaining the same volume. Okay, so let's do that. Let me solo the drum master here. So that's exactly where we need to be. Now let's turn this off and on and see if the volume change, and adjust it in a way where the volume is the same before and after the compression. We'll start with off. So yes, when this had 1 dB extra, it was actually right. I can tell there's like with the compressor, we lose a little bit, maybe 0.7, 1 dB, 1 on something, but 1 dB seems like a very wise level. So let's compare it. Exactly, now when I'm turning it on and off, I'm hearing no change in volume, which is exactly the result that we want. All right, now we go to parallel compression. So with this one, what we need to do is put it on bus, and we compress the living hell out of it. Like we go to the hard section, or the hard selection, and then we're gonna put the wet at maximum, and then we're gonna go back to the dry and try to blend it in. And as you can see, it was before on a very, very low percentage, which is probably what we're gonna do because the levels are the same. So let's see, where does that give us on 100% compression on hard. Let's increase the input a little bit just so we can hit like -10. Fantastic. Now let's put this at 0 and just increase it until the level of the parallel compression is the level that we want. So that's the dry signal. think at 7 sounds good. Let's hear it with the mix. Fantastic. I'm just gonna set a loop here. From here. So A loop. Let me see at the end, where did it stop at? Okay, no problem. I mean, we can listen up to here, really. There you go. And yeah, one more thing is, when we were listening back to that compression, the kick started to become really, really present. And if you remember, in one of the sessions, I think it was last stream, we kind of like went and re-quantized the double kick section because I wanted it to sound really humanized. I wanted to add some mistakes. But after now that we can hear the presence and the attack of the kick, after all of these processes that we've done, I think the mistakes now, I'm going to go back to it and just kind of make the drummer a little bit better. So I think last time I put this at 128 and I put about 15 ticks, which is normally what I do. Normally I put 3. So what I'm gonna put it at 10 and apply quantize. Oh wait, I need to mark the kicks. Yeah, so apply quantize. So I think now they're a little bit tighter. Let me put, oh sorry, this is the safe range. Sorry, let's go back to 10. That's why I was like, I swear it didn't change. Okay, now it did. No, too clumsy. Let's put 7. Okay, just fix some of them. So if we put oh wait. If we put this here. Hey. What is wrong with you? Oh. What are we doing? No, come here. Oh, okay, I see this. Let's apply 5. What about a 0? Get them back on the grid. Okay. I think what's happening here. Okay. So let's put 32 like this. And now let's quantize it. So the only reason why I put 128 before is that normally I do that when I mark all the drums. So, but it's true that because I've done one segment, I can just go to the actual quantization of it. So let's put, for example, 7 ticks. So let's put 0 first to get them back on track. Apply. Okay, now they're all on track. Okay, that's too tight, obviously. So let's put 5 and see what happens. Okay, it's human, all right, but I think it's a little bit of a weak drummer. So let's go to 5 and just settle on 5. fantastic. All right, let's go back to mixing. So let's go to guitar. Okay, so with guitars, we've got the chain already loaded. So let's load it one by one. I think the level is good of the rhythm guitar. I think the level is absolutely good. So let's open the SSL. So with this, I used it because I wanted to add some brightness in that last mix. And I think, so what have we done here? We've took some low mid frequency out. Did nothing here, done nothing here. Just this really is what we've done last time. I'm gonna reset it because I don't think this is what I need. I think if I'm gonna do anything, it might be just increase some presence. But what I will do, I will just put a full reset like this and just keep it bypass because I don't need it now. I'm gonna go to the virtual mix rack. Let's wait for it to load. And yes, we need to wait for it to load. And I think there's a compressor there, a trimmer, maybe a shimmer, and then there's a Pro EQ, and this here, normally I use with modern metal, something that has chugs in. I don't think this might be relevant in this case. I think it will only be relevant at the first 3 hits of the song, and then maybe the outro. But the rest of the song, I think, is going to be constantly off, even when we turn it on, because I will show you what it does. I learned that trick from Andrew Wade. So, okay, from what I can see here, EQ is doing nothing at all. Obviously, there's a compressor. We're adding some high end here, a lot of high end, Jesus. And we're taking some volume down. So I'm gonna put this back because I don't need this right now. I'm just gonna use the compressor for now. Let me turn this off and let me turn this off. Yeah, it seems like I needed a lot of high end in that mix. So again, minus 3 dB is my magic number. So let's put it there. something's wrong. I don't know what. I don't know why I'm feeling like the virtual mix track is not reacting to what the rhythm guitars are doing. Am I being crazy? No, it should be fine. I don't know why. Like, if I... Of course it did. I mean, what's wrong with me? When we did the settings for the compressor, it did. But let me just do some increase on the shelf, because I can't hear an increase in high frequencies. Maybe, I don't know. Let's see. There is actually half a dB here. Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. It's off. Oh my god, I'm pretty sure in the comment section they're they're attacking me right now. Oh my god, that is fucking hell. Seriously? Oh my god, I can't believe this. By the way, let me just check. I just want to check something in the stream. Yeah. Yeah, all good. So yeah, EQ was off, and I'm like, oh, I can't. Why isn't it not? Oh my god, I can't believe I've done that. All right, but to be honest with you, with the shimmer, I really couldn't tell a lot. I mean, the shimmer, the revival meant to be very subtle, but I really couldn't hear a lot of change. So let me actually solo this. I just want to hear the revival. Okay. By the way, I've just noticed that there isn't actually a high pass filter. There is one before the amp. Is this one? It's acting as a pedal, but there isn't one after the amp, so I'm just gonna add one on the group right now. Okay, that's cool. What I've done here is just I've added, I don't like, I wanted to get a little bit of a surgical view. I don't like to go to 12 view or 30 view. Sometimes, obviously, you have to if you're, depend, like, let's say when I did this notch here, which I'm actually turn off because I'm gonna turn off here, and I'm gonna turn this off as well. But yeah, so with this one, I've just added, I've just removed a little bit because the pedal EQ is kind of removing it, and I've just added here a little bit of a dynamic EQ just to kind of, because this song has a lot of palm-mute and in a wide range, because there's a lot of fast palm-mutes in a lot of notes. Just the nature of the song. Gonna also turn these off because they came from the last song. Fantastic. I think this is good. If I'm gonna add presence, it will be with the SSL. But then I would want the SSL to be after this. It's normally annoying because I like to EQ before I compress, but this is how we've set this up now. So we're just gonna have to go with it. I'm gonna put the SSL here, and just the reason, if I want to add any highs, I want to add them here. So let's just go to the mix and see if we need to add a little bit of highs to the guitar. Okay, sounds good. Let's check the compressor. I think this sounds good. Now I'm just gonna show you this. So this is a trick that I got from Andrew Wade in the Nail the Miss. He managed to get the attack up at the very, very, very initial guitar phrases, the very, very initial pick attack, right? And because obviously, I think the song was "Low" by Wage War, very great song, very great metalcore song, but it has a lot of chug sections in the rhythm, in the verse. Sorry, in the rhythm. That's what I meant, in the verse, and throughout the song, just like a lot of chugs. And because of that nature of that song, this would be fantastic. I think with this song, not gonna matter much. Like if I turn it on, I don't think this will do anything most of the time, because I mean, look at the sound wave. I mean, the sound wave is constant. Like for this to work, this would work with guitar sections where there's a lot of chopped off sections, right? So when I mentioned that this would work best at the beginning of the songs, because you've got this and then here, so it will work here and then nothing, and maybe these chords. Then the moment like the song actually starts and the palm mute starts, I don't think it will do anything. So let's turn it on and see. So I'm pretty sure it's gonna turn on here, maybe here during these chords, but then it's just not gonna do anything. Yeah, it's not gonna do anything. I mean, it will here. See? But maybe, and at the beginning of this. Right? I'm just gonna keep it for these sections. I mean, there is no harm really, but yeah, it's just not doing anything major. It's more for chuggy song, and although this has like most of the song is palm muted when it comes to the rhythm guitars, but we're not talking about this style of palm mute. We were talking about, when you want to use this plugin, you're talking about the metalcore chug. I need to adjust the mic because I don't want to spill my coffee. Okay. Now I'm trying to get like another perspective outside like the guitar, just to see, because we've been stuck zooming in on the guitar, so sometimes this plays like a trick on your brain. But I think the guitars now are too loud, to be honest with you, so I'm just gonna put this at 0. Yeah, I think this level is actually really good. All right, now let's move to the bass. Oh, what do you mean move to the bass? We've got like a billion solos to deal with. Okay, so let's deal with the solos. Let's open this one. Again, what did we do here last time? 0, 0. Okay, there's a little bit of a dip here. Wait, can I lock this? What about this? Can I lock this? Okay. What's this? Activate this track. Huh? Okay. Right, doesn't matter. So yeah, I don't think this will apply here. I mean, I'm gonna go, because especially these guitars, each one have a different amp, right? So global EQ like this, I don't think it will make sense. But what will make sense is some dynamic stuff, right? And some like if I multiband EQ, soothe, things like this. So what I'm gonna do, I am just gonna leave this alone here. I don't think we will need it, but I'm just gonna leave it. If we need a slot, we'll just delete this. Let's open Virtual Mix Rack. It's very quiet today, actually. Alright, we just need to wait for Virtual Mix Rack to load. While that happens, how's everybody doing? Are you guys having fun? Are you enjoying this? Let me check the stats of the session. 5 minutes. Okay, interesting. Cool. Alright, let's save actually. Okay, Cubase is lagging a little bit. Let's just give it some time. Oh. No. Wait. Just done something stupid here, sorry. Okay. Right, so this loaded. Let me save. Okay, saving. Jesus. I think we're starting to enter a territory where the PC is gonna start to struggle. I mean, this is a relatively powerful PC, but you know, everybody has a limit. But every PC has a limit, and don't forget, like, I'm streaming as well, so that's all already killing a lot. I might start to kill some unnecessary app. Like, I don't need this. Is there anything else? I mean, I've got Microsoft Edge open so I can see the stream and like the title and stuff. I don't think I need it, right? If the PC lagged a little bit, I'll turn it off. I'll just I'll cancel it. Okay. What's happening, Cubase? You with us? He's still not with us. Right, let's just give it another moment. It's important for this session to save. I think quick saved anyway. But yeah. So after this, we would officially be, you know, done with the band. No, we still have the bass. After the bass, we will be done from the band, and then after that, what we'll do is we'll move to the orchestra. So when it comes to the orchestra, what I've done is this. No. So when it comes to the orchestra, what I've done is I've went to my last song, and my last song we've which maybe we'll play while this thing loads. In my last song, we've done a lot of orchestra, and I've took just the presets just to see, you know, to try them in this song. And another thing, there's gonna be, I think, a lot of gain staging now when it comes to orchestra, because I think it needs a lot of automation. You see what I'm saying? And also, I'm gonna try Control Hub, STL Control Hub. There is apparently some great orchestral presets in it, and I will see if they work with this song. But since it's taking some time, let's actually open Spotify again, and let's just play. I actually want to show you. I'm gonna play the song that I've released recently, and I'm waiting for the visualizer video. I've paid someone on Fiverr, but they're taking a lot of time actually. They're 2 or 3 days late, I'm afraid. So I really want to release the video for it, but I'm just gonna play it right now, just so while Cubase loads. Wait, I think Cubase is ready. Are you ready? Yes, it is ready. Let me try to save again. Alright, fantastic. Huh. Ready. Cool. Rotary knob mode. 1 second, let me see. The fuck does that do? I never tried this setting. What does it, where does this work on? Not behavior. Ah, the behavior, not the shape. Rotary mode, okay. So for example, if I click this. Ah, okay. Okay, so basically if you move right and left, no, I just, that will fuck me up. Basically you need to do it like this, right? To increase it like this will be, let's see, like it's just, no. Let me just reset this. No, I would rather keep it linear. Oversampling, maybe we'll do it just before we export. We'll do that. Other than that, everything sounds fine. Okay, cool. Cool, so now that we've saved and we've done everything we need to do, let's hear the solos. Okay. I think what we need here is different stuff. So, wait. I need the EQ, definitely before the comp here. I don't like how this is behaving as it is. So let's turn this off. Let's EQ first. Let's do some EQ first. So turn this off for me. Okay, so I feel that the sound of the solo is a little bit choked, and that's why I've kind of like added this dynamic EQ here. It's relatively the same position as the palm muted one on the rhythm guitars. And obviously a little bit of a dip here, because this is also very like a choked type of sound for the guitar. Okay, I normally like to subtract with this, and with guitar specifically add with the high end, either with SSL or virtual mix rack. So let's go to the virtual mix rack and try to add some high end here. Okay, I think the high end now is fixed, but what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna back off of it a little bit, just because I know we're gonna add some more high end down the mastering, so I'm just gonna go to 1 dB. And one more thing is, I want to back off a little bit the dynamic EQ, because when there's this section where the reverb of the guitar gets a little bit basically the solo starts playing on the low strings a little bit. This one, I want the effect to be a little bit bassy. I don't know why, that's the sound I'm hearing in my head. This one. So if I remove these, how would that sound? So yes, it's a little bit more bassy. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna turn these back on. Wait. Come on. I'm gonna turn these back on. This off. Yes, so with this one, I'm just gonna go easy on it. So I'm gonna put this at 0. And this, I'm just gonna put it at -2. I think that should be fine. I think this sounds absolutely fine. I think that's the lead guitar done. I don't think we definitely don't need this. Let me just unload it because any unnecessary plugins we don't need. We need to remove, and I'm gonna remove the SSL as well because I don't think I need it now. Finally, in the band, we'll do the bass. So let's do that. Max bass. Same level, which is fantastic. All right, now C4. I don't think this -2 is necessary. I can't hear what I was removing here, but I can hear something else. So not this one and not this one, but there's a frequency that I can hear for sure. Yeah, this sounds way more cleaner. Okay, let's see now the level in the mix, because I think we need to add more volume, to be honest with you. There is some of the volume is lost with the compression. Okay, we'll leave it at that right now, and then we'll go back to the bass if we had problems with it when we put the orchestra. Okay, but now is the time, I guess, to go to the orchestra because we've done everything. I think with the bass, I think I might like do some automation or something, because I might need it to be a little bit more present. I might do like a little bit of EQ. I think right now as a foundation it's there. Let me just add the rest of the elements of the song, and then I will see if I need to increase something. Maybe one of these channels will be increased. Maybe we'll increase the Eurobase one. Maybe we'll increase the bass amp. Maybe we'll just go back to you know, the JW bus limiter. We'll see what we'll do, but I mean, as a sound right now, sounds fine. Yeah. Okay, so now is the time. Now is the time. So what we need to do right now is to get the strings. And for the strings, I'm going to start with this section. Because this section has the most strings, and I'm going to use this to level the volume of it all. So I'm going to bring this back to 0, and I'm going to bring the groups down. Yes, so I'm going to bring the groups down. And then we'll start with the strings. Then we'll bring them back up, each one. Let me just make sure everything's done. We don't need choir. We need percussion. We don't need piano. We don't need this. Oh, well, these are. Yeah, I mean, these are down with the production master. That's fine. Okay. Yes, this is gonna be, so remember there's a little bit of it's gonna be a little bit tricky because there is the orchestra that's gonna play now, and then there's also on top of the synth that will play with the solo. But let's just take it step by step. Actually, what I'm gonna do is something else. I'm gonna try something else. I'm gonna save it here just in case it, you know, just in case it really messed me up. but I'm gonna do some gain staging on the fly. So what I'm gonna do is, let me just loop this. I'm gonna put this E, so it's from here to here, and I'm gonna loop it. All right, let's go for it. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna level the strings. Okay, so harps down. It's literally a very, it's such a catch-22 type of situation. Okay, go back here. Let me just close the band. Okay, let's work only here. Okay, so put this here. Can I go to pre stuff? Pretty sure there was a way. I forgot how, but obviously you can go to the actual mixer. But because I want to do some automation. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. So I'm gonna use some gain from some pre-gain from here. So let's just go to this, and we'll start one by one. Start one by one. First we'll gain stage and then we'll do some mixing, right? So first, but we'll do some gain staging. So this is gonna be fucking... Oof, alright. Alright, I think each one of these needs 2 dB. What was that? Oh, okay. Okay, it's just a crash. God, okay. Okay, let's immediately add some EQ here. The thing is, I'm reluctant to add a lot of EQ, honest with you, because... But I need it. I mean, I think it's part of gameplay. But yeah. Because if I'm gonna put the volumes up or down, and there's a lot of mud in the low end, then that might affect which levels I put them in. You understand what I'm saying? So... Yeah. Okay. Let's try to put the brass section. I mean, we've saved it. We can, if we don't like that what we do, we can just go back to it. First of all, these are very quiet. I mean, we need to put... Sorry. Oh, God. Talking about you, mate. I don't think these two are in this section. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do it and just go load the orchestra. So I can go back here, go to this one. Orchestral master. Okay, remove these for now. I just need this. And then I just need you to send. by one. There's a lot of shit going on here. 1 second. Alright, I think I'd rather increase the pre-gain from there and just reduce it from the fader. It's easier. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and commit to this. Let me just increase this. It's gonna be a lot of automation, man. Okay, here and here. Okay. 2 dB is fine, I think. Let's see. Oh, sorry. 2 dB I said. Okay, let's try 3 dB. Okay, so here as well, I want the stabs to be really audible. Go more aggressive, go 5. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do something. I'm thinking if I add my compressor now, right? Because what did I do in the last track? Let me just check something. Where is it? Trumpet, 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 trumpet. Actually, I can go with category. So brass. Oh, here is trumpet. Okay, for example, this one. What did I have? I'm pretty sure I had a limiter. It's gonna take ages because it has a virtual mix rack. But the problem about this is that it's a little bit of a chicken and egg situation. So you're like, if I, where should I start from, basically? I mean, at the end of the day, you will, at the end of the day, we'll get it. But it's just kind of like the balance, because what do you want to shine? Like you've got the trumpets and the horns, and obviously the trombones now when I put them. The trombones are more acting like as rhythm until the stabs come through. Then they will act as stabs with trumpets and the horns. And then when they're done with the stab, they go back to being like rhythm. They play with the low strings basically. So you've got that going on, and then you've got the strings going lead. This one also like it's going. So the idea is that which one is shining. You need to the thing is, one must do a hard decision on which is the most important element. Now I'm thinking, right, is that although I always loved the string section here, I think I want to give the brass a little bit more of a priority than the string section. And then by the way, we can do something with the string section is that at first you'll get an automate like a volume increase, right? And then it goes down. And this is just to make the listener aware that it's happening. So on every loop, we can increase the volume a little bit and then bring it down. And then this way the listener keeps remembering the strings, but also the brass constantly is playing. And then on top of that, you've got the organs doing the rhythm. I think they're gonna be fine. They're just gonna sit there. If when they get EQ, they're just gonna sit there. Now we've got the harps. I think the harps here are playing like staccato phrasing, like tat 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 tat. Well, obviously harp. When I'm saying harp, I mean harpsichords, not harps. And they obviously play staccato because that's only what the harpsichord plays. But that kind of like tat 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 tat. And that's also like a popular phrase in the original song. So we're gonna have to see how we're gonna incorporate this. But what I wanted to know is, what did I do here? Okay, so it seems like in the last session I've actually used a limiter. And to be honest with you, it makes sense because when you use a limiter, everything gets a little bit more consistent. So I'm actually gonna do that. I know the problem with the limiter is that it kills the dynamic, like absolutely kills the dynamic. Discard all changes. No, keep. Let me see what's going on here. It's gonna take ages now to load. I don't think I need the virtual mix rack, but to be honest with you, I don't care about this right now. I mean, I can take it off right now, and just when I want to remember what I've done, I'll just load this preset in another channel, just see my settings, bring it back, because I might also, one more thing, I might also use Cubase plugins on the strings. Yeah, I know I said I wanted to use Control Hub, but as you can see, Cubase is struggling a little bit, and we still have a lot of tracks still. And so that's why I'm gonna try to use now more of the stock plugins. So the channel strip in Cubase, we'll see how that would sound. I think it has a lot of decent sounds, to be honest with you. But I just want to open the virtual mix rack. Obviously, Cubase is taking ages. I'm gonna open the virtual mix rack to see what I've put there last time. And then yeah, so I just wanted to get my head around it a little bit, because again, it's a little bit of a chicken and egg situation, catch-22 situation, like which one comes first. But I knew, at least I knew which section I want to start, which is this section. So this section is going to determine kind of like the anchor of the orchestral sound for the whole song. And we'll start automating from here on out. So let me just review my steps. So now first I'm gonna bring everything back to from the pre-gain, right? It's kind of like we're gonna reset the few steps that we've done, and then I'm gonna put the limiters on all of them, almost like one by one. So I'm gonna go channel by channel. So strings ensemble, put a limiter, put it back to its level. Okay, so now we've loaded. So this is what I had on. This is what I had on the trumpet last song. So I had a lot of high-end boost, a little bit of a dip here. Some interesting moves. So this could be interesting indeed. But I want to try something else this stream. I want to try this song. I want to try to use the Cubase stock plugins. Anyway, so I'm gonna remove this for now. If we need it back, we have it. It's always saved, the preset. So discard. Let me see what we've done here. This is what's been happening on the trumpets in the last song. Again, very interesting. So we'll go back to that. So all of that extra processes we'll do. Let's just gain stage, because that's kind of like where I'm at right now. Okay, so go back to the mixer. Let's put these at 0. Okay, let's put the limiter here. Again, if anybody, like if any other composer sees me do this, I think they will have a heart attack. Because the orchestra is all about dynamics, and me putting a limiter as a gain staging thing is literally against everything that anybody says. But that's how we're gonna do it, and then we'll see what we can do. So let's, oops. Okay, so let's mute this. Let's mute all of the brass and mute this. Yes. Okay. So if I think this here is fine. Okay, let's go to this one now. Wait, let me fix the loop, because the loop doesn't make sense. Oh, I fucking... Jesus, come on. Okay. I think this here is fine. Alright, let's add the low stuff. Where are you? It's good that we've put track spacer immediately, because this is kind of like opening up the mix, so I might as well just put the multi-band I have here as well. Let's turn that on. Let's go ascend. Okay, this sounds good. And by the way, this is what when I meant like we're gonna use Cubase channel strip. Okay, so we're gonna use these. Gonna turn this off here though. No, 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 no. No, no, not loaded. Word. Yeah. They're not loaded. Oh, I just want to open it. Can't you just open it? Like if I... Oh, not loaded. Okay, so if there's nothing loaded, it closes. But yeah, I think using the channel strip would be good. We can also access the channel strip from here, and you can put it. Do you want it after the, you know, plugins or before? So I click this, move channel strip pre-insert, or as it is right now is after, right? You can put the EQ before, so you can do this, which is probably what we'll do. Okay, cool. Cool. By the way, did Cubase do a dynamic EQ or not? Not yet. Let me just yeah, I can. No. Pretty sure though. If you go to what was Cubase's dynamic? There was a. Let me just remember which one. Not curve EQ. Yeah, that's what was it? Frequency, I think it was. Yes, that's the one. Yeah, so this one is like your fab filter equivalent, and I think it has a dynamic right here. So I've never used it before, but like I think if you do this and then I think you need some source first to see. Yeah, I've never used it before, but I've seen it being used. You can actually sidechain, yeah, so it's a full-on fab filter. Activate linear phase processing. Okay, interesting. Yeah. And this is obviously type of EQ you want. So yeah, we might use that, just learn how how to use it on the spot. Now why is this stereo? Why is this Oh, okay. Probably I clicked it by mistake. Anyway, let's remove it right now, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna use it. So yeah, I've seen it being used before, and I was really intrigued to see how it's done. So cool. Okay, so what we want to do now is go back to the trumpets. Just put this here. By the way, I just want to see something. Very, very, very quickly. String group. I just want to see if when I've put the group, did I put a high pass on the group as well? Oh, it's a virtual mix rack. Okay, I'm not gonna open that right now. Let me just gain stage and save. Okay, so let's do the trumpet. What's happening here? Oh, I think I know what's happening. So I'm gonna use that attitude, and I mean this is pretty loud already. There's a lot of automation here. Also, you need to remember you don't want the orchestra to overpower the solo. I mean, it can already. That's why I mean you need to, yeah. We need to kind of like get some rough gain stage and then get down to mixing already. I think we're gonna go a little bit back and forth with this. Not with this section, but with the orchestration in general until we get it to the right level. Okay, I think this is good for now. Again, we will go back and do more, but let's just move on. Otherwise, we'll get stuck here forever. Okay, not fair on the horns at all, because I think they do need a little boost, to be honest with you. So I'm gonna bring this. Otherwise, we're gonna limit the living hell out of them. So I'm gonna give them a 7 dB. Wait. I'm gonna give them a 7 dB boost. Okay, maybe it's time to actually go to the lead guitar group and just give it a boost. So let's do 1.5. Okay, everything lagged right now. Here we go. Okay, so minus, let's go back to 0. Right, so I definitely need to, obviously I've got the entire mass and the entire band docking in the orchestra, but I definitely think I'm gonna have to make the guitar solo do some docking as well. But let's just get the again gain staging right, and then we'll do some of that tricks. Alright, let's put some trombones on. Need to move a little bit faster. I think this this level is great. Triggers TV. That melody is amazing. Much appreciated, my friend. This melody is actually, I'm not gonna take credit for it because this is actually a cover song. So this is I'm pointing with my hand. This is Guilty Gear X, Holy Order, Be Just or Be Dead. Normally I do original songs, but this is one of those times where I wanted to do a cover. Now, what is Guilty Gear X? It's a game. It's like it's a Japanese game, like the Mortal Kombat type of style, but more anime, right? So I'm not sure if you've heard of it. It's pretty popular. It's been in the 90s. It's one of those games where you either know it or you know, and if you know it, you're probably part of the cult, right? But yeah, most of the OSTs for that game is of this sort, and this is actually my favorite OST of the entire game. I've done another cover in the past in 2014, 2015, 2016, something like this, about 7 years ago. Yeah, I play Guilty Gear, more DBZ fan, fast. Oh, bomb, yeah. So obviously, if you're a Dragon Ball fan, you would know Guilty Gear. But here you go, saying you know Guilty Gear. Do you know Guilty Gear from the days of the 90s, the days of the early 2000s, or is it more recently the Strive and the Exard and the things like that? Because if you know it from the early days, like the 90s, the 2001, 2005, 2007 type of thing, then you would know this song. This is the theme for Kai, early 2000, right? So Holy Order is the theme. Actually, yeah, it's Kai's theme. It's either Kai's theme or is it the theme where Kai and Soul are fighting? I think it's Kai's theme. I think No Mercy is when they're fighting. So yeah, Holy Order's from there. So yeah, we're doing some cover now. I'm not sure if you remember the original track, but the original track didn't have this much orchestration. So the original track was obviously guitar, drums, and bass. That's for sure. It had organs, of course. It had harpsichords, and it has some strings, especially in this section. But I've added a lot of like epic orchestra, like these brass that you're hearing, like and all of these stabs, the brass stabs. I've added those. I've added some other like strings. I've added choir. I've added stuff. And today in this stream, as you can see from the title, we're mixing. So finished mixing the band, but now I've just moved to the orchestra, and it's yeah, it's a little bit of a this is Cubase, yeah. So it's a little bit of a chicken and egg situation because I need to get the gain staging right, but then sidechain stuff and mix, and then make sure that each section a different element shine. I will show you what I mean. But why don't we, since we're here, why don't I'm gonna increase the production. Oh, thank you very much. Much appreciated. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna, just because you joined us, I'm gonna turn everything up. And obviously, as you can see, we haven't mixed the woodwinds, we haven't finished mixing like the choir, and we haven't made the piano, all of that stuff we haven't finished mixing. So I don't know how will it sound. I haven't heard it since I muted it, but I'm gonna put it all up regardless. I mean, and however it sounds, but I just want to show you where we are. So the base master, I think that's all. Levels are here, bomb. All right, cool. So let's zoom out. So this is how kind of how the entire session looks like. Okay, so you've got guitars, bass, drums, harpsichords, organs, strings, brass, woodwinds, choir, percussion, piano. Then some production stuff like synths and some like risers and stuff like that. But let me play it. I hope it doesn't sound messy because again I haven't finished mixing it. But let's see what we've got. Oh, these need automation. A lot of automation needed here. Organs needs to be up and the brass a little bit down. Okay, so this is where we are, but as you can see, it's still there's still a lot to go. So I'm kinda the way I've moved into mixing right now. I've selected one section, which is this one, and I'm mixing the orchestra to it, and then I'm gonna automate everything out. So for example, as you've seen, like from the intro, the brass were too much, so I'll mute it out, but I will set this section because it has the most elements. I will set this as the standard. And then every other section, I will automate either down or up, depending on who's the protagonist of that section, right? For example, in the organ here, in the organ solo, I mean, listening to this back with you, this one here. And then you get the synth, and then you've got a larger organ solo here. Like I can barely hear the organ, right? So that needs adjustment. But yeah, I will set this as the anchor. And we'll go from there. But what do you think of it? Does it sound like composition wise? I mean, forget the sound levels, forget the balance. I'm not sure also if you remember the song. Oh my god, anime interesting. This outstanding music producer, so I respect the work you've done. The solo riff is beautifully done. Much appreciated. There is. I hope you enjoy this stuff. And oh, thanks Adam for the follow. So I hope I'm glad that you're a music producer because you will see that the section I'm in right now with automation and level, I mean gain staging, might be not interesting for other people, but I'm pretty sure you would be interested in it and be like, okay, let's see how this guy is gonna try to gain stage all of this shit together. You know what I mean? So I hope you know the this segment that we're gonna do be interesting for you. But yeah, it took most of the time went on orchestration because I wanted to say, like, if Daisuke got to hear this, you know, I don't know how, but let's say he did, right? I want him to be like, oh my god, this is the best fucking cover for this song, you know what I mean? And not because it's not just like a straight cover. You know what I mean? So it's not like just, okay, it's the same song. I don't want to get hit by copyright, but I'm gonna remind you how the original song sounds like. Guilty Gear. So for example, I'll play one section of it and you'll see, like, it's god damn it, internet is very slow, isn't it? It's such like a standard band thing, right? Doesn't wanna load. I'll put it aside. When it loads, it loads. I'm wondering why is this? Because probably I'm using, like, Cubase is now start crying because of the amount of processes I have. So I think my PC is crying right now. But yeah, much appreciated for joining, and you can never learn. Yes, absolutely. Every day I learn some stuff, and when I learn some stuff, I immediately put it on YouTube. So I'm streaming right now to YouTube as well on Twitch. So a lot of the stuff I learned during the stream and stuff I clip and put on YouTube. So yeah, I'm not sure if you do what kind of music you produce, but if you do metal, I've put some stuff about Superior Drummer that I've learned last stream. I was like, what? You know, it has to do with black box and stuff. Yeah. But let's carry on and let me know. I mean, keep letting me know what you think. So where I am right now, I've gained stage for this section, the strings, and now I'm just slowly doing the brass. So let's go back to this section again. We might hear this section trillion times, but normally this is how it goes. This one here. I do Machina. Not sure if you know what that is. Spanish rave. I'm not sure what that is. No, to be honest with you, Spanish rave. Is it kind of like an EDM type of thing? Or is it has more traditional instruments? Like what side is it leaning on? More EDM or more like a traditional stuff? So for example here I can see the brass is shining, but they're a little bit killing the guitar, so I'm just gonna back off a little bit. So this is at minus 6.90. I'm gonna back off 1 dB in H1, so I'm gonna put minus 790. EDM at 170 BPM. Okay, so it's pretty fast. Yeah, I'll make sure to check it out. Machina in my language means machine. Like means yeah, like a machine type of thing. So it's interesting. It's reminding me, what was that thing that, do you remember, what's it called? Nightcore or something like this, where they used to EDM like publish songs as EDM. So they will get, like, let's say a rock song, and somebody will get it and make it an EDM and make it very fast or very slow. I think it used to be called Nightcore. It was really popular in like 2009 or 2008 or something like this. I don't know why I remembered that when you were describing this. Right, minus 7. I'm just gonna put all of the brass 1 dB down very, very quickly. So down the trombone, let's go here. This is minus 12, so I'm gonna do minus 13.3. And then the trumpet is minus 11.20. And then I've noticed something. I like to keep the faders at 0 and control the volume from the plugins. This way it will give me more room for automation. So because I think I've put these at minus 2, I'm just gonna go ahead and put these at 0 and decrease this by 2 on each one. 0, 0, 0, and then minus 4.7. This one, and this one, minus 5. It's pretty much the same without the cheesy high pitch vocal. Yeah, I forgot about that part. Minus 4.3. Also use plugin volumes and lead master at the end. Yes, so with me, the way I've set up the mix, so I've got 5. You can call 5 masters. So I've got obviously the stereo out, Cubase stereo out. And then you've got the mix bus, which everything goes in. Then I've got 3 masters. The band master, the orchestration master, orchestra master, and the production master. And I'll tell you what I mean by production. Band master is obviously guitar, bass, and drums. Orchestra, everything, that is in the orchestra, including piano. And then production is everything else. So risers, impacts, swells, synths, anything that is not a band or not an orchestra, I call it production, right? And then, yeah, so these 3 masters, I use them to duck each other. Like here, for example, the band is ducking the orchestra, using track spacer and using a multi-band compressor. Later on, when I turn on the production, let me actually turn this down. When I turn on the production and I reach mixing the production, I will dock the production by both the band and the orchestra. And the reason why is because I need to set a hierarchy for the song. So the protagonist is always the band, and the orchestra is an epic support, right? And the production is just like the, you know, just flares, you know, the swells and the impacts and the synth and stuff like that. So it's always like everything is ducking the production, and then the band is ducking the orchestra. If I had vocals, if I did tracks with vocals, then I think the vocals would have ducked everything, right? And I group everything as well. So everything has a master, you know, guitar has groups, and the groups goes to the master, and then the master goes to the band master. Bass stuff, same thing. Drums. And then, you know, I've got the rest, harpsichord, organs, da-da-da-da-da. So the black channels are the masters, or the groups, if you want to call them. Groups. Each supports each, yeah, 100%. So it's kind of like, at the end, they interlock. And this is why, at this stage, this is kind of like a little bit more frustrating stage, because I cannot mix until I gain stage them. And before I mix them, stuff will sound muddy, because I need to remove some unnecessary frequency, right? So that's why I'm trying to go through the gain staging as fast as possible, even though it might sound muddy. And then I'll add some EQ. I do tend to use Cubase synth and master for my sounds. I use FL Studio myself. Yeah, FL Studio is actually how I started, and I still to test plugins, because it loads faster. Like Cubase, if you want to turn it on, you select the project and the template and stuff, you know, they take it more seriously. FL Studio is like literally you click it, boom, and then you hear the iconic opening noise, you know. And then if I just got a new plugin, I just test it in FL Studio. So I still kind of like open FL Studio every day, not to produce, but kind of just to you know, use it. Or sometimes if I want to print thumbnails for my YouTube channel, and the thumbnails needs plugins, right? So instead of opening Cubase, and then I don't know, and then, you know, opening the plugin, starting a session, that will take a trillion years just to take a screenshot of a plugin. No, I would rather open FL Studio. 2 seconds, you have the plugin up. You know, if I got a new amp plugin and I want to test it with my guitar, again, Cubase is going to take, it doesn't take ages, because it takes ages to load. Well, it does take ages to, not ages, it take longer to load, but easy UI for FL Cubase is FL on serious steroids. I didn't get that. Can you rewrite that? I didn't actually get what you're saying. So easy UI for FL is on serious steroids. Yeah, if you're talking about the speed, yes, because FL is simpler. Like if I open it right now, boom, it's done. It's open. It's on my other screen though. Boom, right, done. But yeah. But when it comes to actually doing the track, I can only work with Cubase. It's just I like the workflow, and there's like a lot of features that like I cannot live without, like the drum editor and the scale assistant and some other stuff. And yeah, but I do use both. I've also got a copy from Pro Tools, but I don't like the layout of Pro Tools at all. So FLC had better UI, faster and easier. Cubase, nothing simple. I've seen amount of clicks to just open VSTs. Yes. Cubase is more complex for 100%. 100%. There are some stuff that Cubase have that I cannot live without, but yeah, it is everything is a little bit, tiny bit more complex, but not when it comes to the layout. I mean, like for example, this layout to me, right? Like for example, if I look at Ableton, I don't understand. Like not obviously, I mean you can understand it, but the Ableton, for example, has stuff at the bottom. I think it's the preset at the bottom or something. and I just don't understand that layout. Yeah, it's interesting. I like the design of LFL, not the layout, but the actual design. Like for example, the actual UI, the actual look of it. Yeah, it has interesting. It has very interesting stuff. But it's definitely more EDM. Like it's definitely more EDM. Um, it's been a long time that I actually tried to record something on FL. Bitwig is even worse. I'm not actually familiar with that. Where's Bitwig? Another DAW? Never heard of it. I know the big ones, Logic, uh, Cubase, Pro Tools, Studio One. But Bitwig? I don't know what's that. Interesting. Um okay, so let's see, because I've just played with the volume, so let's just see where we're at here. So with this one, I'm just gonna do a trick where basically, let me just open these two. So I will just add a little bit of an increase at the beginning of this section so that the listener is aware of the strings. So what we're gonna do is, where are you? Here. Is we're just gonna add this, and then very quickly, this here, we'll put 1 dB. So it's just the initial segment is 1 dB here and here. And because this section actually repeats earlier, we'll just copy these in the future. But this will allow the listener just to notice the strings, and then the strings will go back to a good level. Yes, Ado, I need to go, I'm afraid. I'll be on another time, but interesting. Absolutely, man. 100%. Thank you for joining, and I hope to see you next stream. We stream on Sunday as well. Friday and Sunday is consistent. You can see the schedule below. But yeah, would love you to join us on Sunday and next Friday as well. Hopefully we'll finish mixing this and mastering it. But yeah, take care. Great chatting to you. All right, so let's put this and put it at 2 decibels. Fantastic, absolutely. Thank you for joining, man. I hope you enjoy your weekend. All right, so 2 decibels should be fine. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take these bad boys and then tell them to go here. All right, let's try to work faster so we can finish more of the song. Okay, so even here, I need to make sure that it's at 0. Oh God. Hey, what's wrong with you? Just copy this. Okay, so this is brass done for this section. Now let's see if there's a choir here. There is no choir. There's leads. We don't care about that at the moment. There is piano. Let's actually get the level of the piano here. It's actually interesting. So, let's go to JW keys. And let's... Alright, so let's limit a lot of this. If I push this a little bit, what will happen? Like, just say 20%. Alright, fantastic. So I think this level is okay. If we find that it's not, we'll go back and we'll fix it. Obviously, a lot of this is gonna go to black hole. Yeah, sounds good. Okay, so next, let's do the harps. All right, go here. I think with the harps, I'm just gonna automate the actual group, and I will try to do that actually with the strings as we go along, because I think automating the group could be good. We automate the group, and there's one instrument of the brass that we need to automate up, then we can just do that in that section, right? But let's just go to the harps chord and put easy keys as well. Not easy keys, sorry, JW keys. And we try to get it to a nice level. Let's try. Let's push it first. I'm gonna solo it just to see exactly how much distortion it does. So it adds distortion and compression. I think so. Okay, I think this one is louder a little bit than the other one. I'm just gonna increase this by 2 dBs. I think it's already stereo. I think if you force stereo it, what will happen is that whoever is already panned, you will lose that. So I'm just gonna put this back to 0. Okay, with that, everything's done here. Let's go to the organs. I think only this is playing. This is not playing anything, so it's only the chords. Cool. So with this one, oh what? No, go back here. It is obviously very quiet. Let's just increase it a little bit. So again, the JW keys. Give it a little bit push. So we're definitely gonna have to go back to the guitar and add a little bit of high end. Also, I can't wait until I do some actual EQ here. But we have to just gain stage a little bit at least. Okay, so that's for this section. Okay, what section should we go next? We can go now to the section before it, work our way there. So if we actually and this, let's see, this is now more automation work. Okay, so first, we need to get the organ lead to a decent level with this one. Okay, so these are the ones that are playing the solo. Once again, I just want to see in the first organ solo, how is this played? Okay, fantastic. Okay, so first of all, brass might go down a little bit here, but let's just get first the organs at a decent level. So let's again just copy this and put it in the leads, which is here. And are there any other organs playing in this section? Okay, it's the one that we leveled up already. Okay, no worries. So let's start with these. So I'm gonna start with the left one first. Okay, cool. Right, so I was just studying something. So what I've decided is that with the trumpets in this section all together, from here to... Okay, so I'm gonna mark this. Let's go to 1-1. Hey, what's going on here? Use quantize. Huh? Why is it not using quantize? Grid. What is wrong with you? That's very strange. So if I go 1, I've never had this before actually. Absolutely bizarre. This is actually strange. So what's happening here is that it's not using quantize for some reason. Ah, is it because I've zoomed too much? Okay. Right, so if you zoom too much in Cubase, I know this because from editing guitar. I just for some reason because of the sound wave. But yeah, if you zoom too much, it just bypasses the quantize. But regardless, so where were we? We want to go. So we want to select this here. Okay, trumpets. Where are you? You're here. Oh, see, I don't know what's happening. What's wrong with you? Anybody knows what's going on? God damn it. 1 second. Let me just see. Wow. Okay. Cool. Okay. I'm gonna use the selection to the mark tool, range selection tool instead. Okay, let's go back to this. So what did we want to do? Okay, I actually forgot my plans, but it's fine. So we need to mark this and take this here and just increase this. All right, let me just see what we've got here. Okay, let's take this. Well, how many? 4, yeah? Actually, it's better than taking this. We go to the organ solo. And then it's here. Click 1. Alright, let me see. Okay, this also needs increasing the trombone, and then the horns needs a little bit of reduction. So is this the trombones? Yes. We're gonna just increase them. Let me just open this for you. Increase this. Click 1. Mark this. And put 4 maybe. Let's see how that sounds. Okay, to make sure this sounds good, I need to balance it immediately with the horns. So knowing that I'm gonna reduce it, let me just make sure. So 1, go here, my friend, and reduce yourself by 2 decibels. Let's see how that sounds. Okay, cool. So let's replicate this immediately to the next section. This is what I'm gonna start doing. I'm gonna replicate it on the same section immediately, just so I can like keep the momentum. So this, we reduced it by -2 dBs. Let's put it down. -2. And let me here. 2, good. And we increase this. Let me click 1. How did I edit it? I managed to do something. Increase it by, if I'm not wrong, 3. Alright, let's see how that sounds. Now with this one, let's go ahead and immediately do the automations for this similar section. I'm gonna take this, and then this is on the same line, isn't it? Yes. So I'm gonna take this, go to solo 2 right here, and start doing it immediately. First on the ensemble, paste. Oh no, sorry, you need to be here. Paste. I think it didn't copy well. Let's try again. So grab this, copy this, come here, and paste. Good. Here too. Good. Paste. Paste. And I'm gonna go do something in here. And here. And here. 1. I wanna elongate the fade out. I think 1 is too short, and 2 is not enough. And maybe, okay, I'll keep it like this for now, and if I need to, I can just increase the automation volume. But let me just do this, and this, and this, and this. Cool. Then this, and this, and this, and this. By the way, once we're done with automating the orchestra, we've done a lot of the heavy lifting, not gonna lie. So let's delete this, this. My brain's starting to get fried, which means we're close to ending the stream. But I want to do a little bit more progress before we close. Yes, these are the sign. I'm getting used to these signs now. When I stop functioning, means I need to close the sign. I'm not gonna lie, I think this level here needs increasing. So let me just take this. That's 3. Yeah, it's not enough. Take this here. Then Z everything. Okay, cool. I think it will open up as that's 2 sections done a little bit. Now in this section, the organ solo, let's just check the strings. They're actually cool, so I'm gonna go to 4 quarter notes. Okay, wait. Go to 8. Okay, from here. All the way to here. Needs an increase by, well, we'll see.